Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
And I'm Becca.
Hi, Becca.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We are getting to this one a little early.
We are.
Maybe I'll drop it a little early.
Ooh, a little surprise for everyone.
Gotta think about it. I was real pissed, big mad, because I thought the weddings were going to be here.
I thought we would see one wedding.
Yeah. At least one. Are we going to see all the weddings in episode? Well, there's only, what, 3?
3? I think we will.
Wait, let me get my little strike through list. Yeah, Joe, Madison, Nick. So we only have KB and Edmund, which is DOA.
Yeah.
Anton and Allie.
I think they're going to
Those idiots might just get married. And then Jordan and Sparkle Megan, which
I don't know.
That could go either way.
I think if they get married, they're not going to last long.
I think if he was having any reservations, he would not have introduced her to Luca.
I 100% believe that, yes.
So because that happened, I think I believe in their love.
I also have a little theory going on in my head.
Ooh, tell us.
I think when we don't see both couples' families or friends, they don't get married.
Ooh.
And if we look kind of like historically through Love is Blind history, I think that adds up. We have not met KB's family.
No,
they're not getting married.
And her friends were kind of at the wedding dress shopping. Her friends were like, "Yeah, we met him.
He's unique."
My in-laws, when we were building our house and we would like pick out things that were clearly not their style, they would always go, "Oh, that's different." So now like that's Timmy and I, that's our language when we don't like something. Oh, that's different. And I feel like that's what they were saying.
My mother-in-law says, "That's your style."
Wow. It's a little more direct.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we did like a lot of touches in our house. Like we did the Craftsman trim and we did the clawfoot tub. And my father-in-law was always like, "You guys are really going through a lot of trouble to make this new house seem old." And that's real interesting. Like a lot of our design choices, he was just like, "It's different." Okay.
Yes.
But here we are. So I will say, yeah, I was disappointed there were no weddings. And if we don't stop having circular drunken conversations, who thinks this is good television? Who thinks this is riveting, Chris Colin?
Not me. Not me.
I mean, this is the same production company that gave us 37 episodes of Married at First Sight last year. So, I mean.
Why is there no consistency of how long an episode of Love is Blind will be?
I don't know.
It could be an hour and a half. It could be 35 minutes. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I will say though that the minute this comes out, I watch it. Like I will never stop watching it.
Oh,
I'm trash.
On Wednesday morning when it aired or when it came out, I went into work late. I moved a meeting to later in the day so that I could stay home and watch it because I was like, well, I'm halfway through it now. I got to watch it all. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, so we get the screeners for Sister Wives like a few days early because we're considered quote unquote press, which, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Wear it proudly, girl.
Thank you, TLC. We love you. And when I'm taking notes, I realized I should just grab the transcript because that's what I write down every single thing. And the minute that screener comes into my inbox, I drop whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I watch it and I'm glued to it and nothing could be happening. I mean, Mary's just like talking about stupid shit and I'm glued to it.
No, we're in a text group, me, you, and Amanda, and sometimes I'm incredibly jealous when you're talking about your Sister Wives screeners, and I'm like, just stop it, guys.
Well, and there's no surprises for you because it's usually like, wow, Cody's being a real douchebag.
But I love it. I love it. I'm like, keep it coming. Keep the spoilers coming.
If you guys want to hear our Sister Wives coverage, it is on our $8 tier. Patreon supports the show, and we have a bunch of stuff over there, including Special Forces, which I'm into
it, and I didn't think I would be into the show.
I'm so into it.
Even when Cody leaves, I'll probably finish watching the season.
Me too. I've read that they only go 10 episodes.
Oh, that's nice. See, I don't need
Yeah.
77 episodes.
Matt Sharp, take a lesson. Take a
Mhm.
lesson. Even Chris Colin has wised up and he's doing Married at First Sight, like I told you.
Yes.
It's gonna be like Love is Blind style, and we were thinking about covering it, but we might have to
Yeah.
just do, like, maybe one big episode because the problem is we're not getting screeners.
Ooh.
Change that, and, they all drop when I'm in San Francisco.
Oh.
I
The whole
can't
season?
the first 4.
Oh, okay.
So,
Which is
like
that's a lot, yeah.
yeah, if we do cover it, we'll just be a little bit behind
Yeah.
because what are we gonna do? Speaking of, the wedding episode should be dropping next week too.
Yes.
So we may not get to that until I get back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. I'm throwing a wrench
Hmm.
into everything.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Oh, I was born ready.
Yeah. Again, remember the structure here. Just loosey goosey. I
We're
don't have
just
a ton of
chatting.
notes. We're just
Yeah.
chatting about the couples. So who should we start with, Becca?
Oh, let's just get Nick and Annie out of the way.
Wow.
Wow.
She's trashed again, right?
Oh, it's getting old, Annie. It's getting old.
She is like, this is how I acted when I was trashed in my 20s all
But
the time.
she's in her 20s, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. So,
yeah.
like, I see you, she sees me. It was always this, like, I don't know. I don't necessarily get insecure when I was drunk, but I would
Mhm.
get very lovey and I would
Mm.
have a lot of circular conversations.
Yeah, she's just whatever goes on in her brain, she's saying, and
Mhm.
I hate to say it, but she feels very insecure, and it's coming yeah.
Yes, it's very insecure and I don't necessarily know why. She has come into this with some idea,
Mhm.
wrongly, that
Mhm.
he is better than her. That he
Yeah.
is like she is like what is that called? Dating above her rank with
Yes.
him. No, no,
No.
no, no. He is
Yeah.
trash. I hate him. Don't
And
forget what he said about the queer community.
yeah, and at one part, she says, "You're Nick effin" whatever his last name is. "You're the man."
Okay, she
Girl.
said a motto, and I only remember that because
Okay.
I live in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is right next to Music, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
which is where Joe Amato, the race car
Oh,
driver lives. And so like he has this big house like up on a hill that
okay.
everybody's like, "Oh, it's Joe Amato, Joe." And I'm like, "I wonder if they're related."
Hmm.
So when she said, "You're Nick fucking Amato," I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay. All right."
"You're the man. You do anything you wanna do." It's like, "Oh,
You know who
stop
she
saying."
reminds me of?
Mm.
I Love Fisher. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yes, I
From
yes,
Wedding Crashers?
yes.
"I'll find you." She reminds me of her so much.
Yeah, oh, I forgot what that's a funny movie. Oh,
"You can't leave me 'cause I'll find
find
you." And
you.
he's like, "Oh my god." Gloria, I think her name was
I
in the
think her
movie.
name is
Oh, it
Gloria,
was
yes.
wild. So, they have this conversation in the beginning, and, like, she's trashed, and
Yeah.
she's just like, "You don't love me." "Yes, you do." "No, you don't." "Yes, you do." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He appears dead sober.
Yes, and even when they were in Mexico and she was having this kind of drunken conversation, he seemed sober in Mexico as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe he's one of those people, and we all have them in our lives that could drink a bunch
Mhm.
and always appear sober.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
know what I'm talking about?
But I also don't see when they were at that party, I didn't really see him drinking a lot. When
Mm-mm.
they were sitting there eating Taco Bell that night, there was just 1 wine glass still, and she was drinking it.
Well, he's totally confused because once again, people on this cast are trying to have a normal, sane conversation with a really drunk person, and we know
Yeah.
how that goes. So she sobers up, and the next day they come home and they're like sitting in their little couch. And I did not expect this to go the way that it was going.
It happened so fast.
'Cause he's like, "Oh, little hair of the dog." She's like, "Yeah, little hair of the dog."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, "And I can't marry you." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
He's like, "I'm not happy." Yeah, it's like, "Whoa, did we miss something in editing?"
I expected him to maybe say like, "I don't think I'm a yes right now,"
Mhm.
and her to maybe do a little bit of, tap dancing and I'll be better, I promise, and
Yeah.
then he would break up with her at the altar. But
I
no.
didn't see it happening right there on that couch. Yeah.
I do have to give him credit. This is the kinder thing to do.
Yes. I would rather be broken up before standing there at the altar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
altar, yeah. So, she's trying to beg him, and he's like, "No, I'm saying no," and she's, like, mad at him. "You can't tell me yes, and
Yeah.
you can't tell me no. You are Nick fucking Amato." I'm like, "Oh, girl."
And it feels so like I would have paid Love Is Blind to edit that scene out. Like, take all this money that you gave me because she looks so sad begging him.
I know, it's really bad. And I wanna say to her, "Girl, he is not the prize you think he is." I
No.
just get douchebag vibes off this guy, and so does everyone else on the cast.
Yeah,
We
everyone
heard
hates him.
we heard them saying last week, like, nobody likes him. He feels
Yeah.
performative, he feels fake.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's them, they're done.
They're done. They pack up and go.
They're done.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Joe and Madison because 'cause they're the next ones.
Whoa, Joe. Whoa.
I can't decide if I really like, if Joe is endearing to me because I've dated so many Joes, I know so many Joes. Let me rephrase. He's a little more on the bro-y side than I used to
Yeah.
date, but, like, he's got that sense of humor that I like,
Yeah.
and I even sent you guys was it him doing something funny on
Yes. Yes, you
I
said
forget what
the
he was doing.
yeah, it was pretty funny though, I do remember.
I said to you, "This is how you lean into something." What was he doing? Do you remember?
He was kinda making fun of, like, who he was and, like, the whole scene with him and Nick when he was like, "No, like, I don't like Nick." Yeah, he's
Okay,
yeah.
okay. And oh, right, they were reading comments.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's another one where Anton is, like, looking in the fridge pretending he's looking for the tequila.
Oh, Anton.
And I'm like, as much as these guys might be whatever, if they're not your cup of tea, this is how you respond on social media when you're in a reality show and
Except
you're getting a bad edit. You kind of have to laugh
you
at
have
it.
to laugh at it, yeah.
Yeah, you can't let it get to you.
Except I want Love Is Blind and Netflix to stop letting all these people go on
Thank
podcasts.
you. Thank you.
Like, what happened to the radio silence until the weddings?
I think they're trying something new here,
Mm.
and I don't know if it's working.
Annie was on a podcast before her episodes dropped, basically talking about how her and Nick broke up.
Saying that Nick was misunderstood by people.
Yeah.
I think people have Nick's
Mm.
number.
No, I know who Nick is.
So they meet her family. And
Mm.
did you get the mommy?
Oh.
Mommy? Like this was a lot.
It was, I would have got if I was Joe, I would have said, "I gotta go right now." Like
It was totally antithetical to Joe's energy. I mean,
Mhm.
he was like, "What is happening right now?" There's a lot of screeching the entire time.
It was too much.
Joe does fine here, but one of the things that they do talk about is his last engagement and how
Mhm.
he had the invitations in his hand and couldn't mail them and called it off. And the mom's kind of like,
Yeah.
okay. And Madison looked like she had never heard this before.
Yeah, she didn't say anything, she didn't come to a defense or
No, she's like,
explanation.
you waited
She was
till
just looking. Yeah.
whenever somebody talks about their wedding invitations, do you think about George Costanza and Susan and her licking the
Yes, and
envelopes
now she
and crying?
dies. Oh, poor George. He really lucked out on that one, though.
He really did. So, mom is like, "You can't last minute Madison. Like this cannot happen."
Yeah.
She's my and I get this. Like she is the mother of somebody who has a physical impairment that may
Yeah.
cause them a lot of difficulty going forward. And she's like,
Yeah.
"Madison could lose her sight tomorrow. She could lose it 40 years from now. I need to know somebody is there and has her back." And I'm screaming at my TV, "It's not
It's
Joe."
not Joe. It's not Joe.
It's not Joe. She's falling all over the fucking hotel room and stuff in Mexico. And
He
he was
didn't
just like,
even
"You okay?"
he did not care. He was like,
No,
"Well,
no.
haven't you ever woken up before?" Yeah.
Joe's not the one you want by your side. Now,
No.
would you want Joe by your side if you're going through like a humiliating situation and he'll bring levity? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't want Joe by your side when you really need something.
No, he does not have a dependable vibe.
No. Joe's
No.
a bro. He's
His
a bro.
friends even said it.
Yes. So, at Tuck Shopping, he has an absolute
Oh,
meltdown.
He is not there, he disassociates, he has a panic attack, he's ripping the clothes off of him.
He won't even try on the pants, and he was weirdly aggressive with the woman who wanted to tie his tie.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he couldn't even keep it together to just try on the clothes.
no,
It was bad.
those clothes were suffocating him. He couldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was like the clothes were the marriage. Ugh.
Yeah.
He has also come out on social media because trigger warning, we know
Oh,
that he made
yes.
comments about her weight, and she has come out and said that she developed an eating disorder because of this, and he has come out and said, I'm really sorry if that happened. I just made some innocent comment about how I only date skinny women, and here you
Yeah.
are, you fatty.
But
Like,
she's not, she looks great. Um,
Madison is a beautiful woman.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. What would Joe do if those doors opened and I came out?
You're just like,
He would be like, "What
"Surprise!"
is this perimenopausal meatball?" Jesus Christ. Like, she's
Uh-huh.
gorgeous.
She's beautiful. I have something embarrassing to say, though.
Oh god.
I do
Okay.
think Joe looks real good with the mustache that he's rocking lately. Ugh,
Becca.
I know, I'm ashamed.
Shame. Shame.
I have a no mustache
Shame.
policy.
Oh,
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
I'm not proud, I'm not proud.
Shouldn't be proud. I'm gonna tell you right now, shame on you.
No, but when he has no mustache, he looks like one of my son's friends. With a mustache, I'm like, "Hey."
Let's be very clear, your sons are like 20
Oh,
years old.
yes,
They're
my
not
son my
9.
s no, no, my sons are older.
So I wrote, okay, the next we see them, Madison is like, Joe broke up with me.
Yeah.
Why did we not see the breakup?
Well, we did, he came to the house.
He came back and they talked
Yeah.
about it, but like we didn't see the initial.
Yeah, and
Like,
she just said Joe left, so did she come home and, like, there was just, like, a Dear John letter?
ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember Dear John letters? Remember the show Dear John?
I still can probably sing that, this "Dear John,
And
by the
Kirk.
time you"
Kirk was one of the characters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Current
Oh,
references only. But do you agree with me? He is doing the absolute right thing here.
yes, and, when it's n regardless of, like, let's take the body images and the body thoughts out of it.
Yeah.
When he said, "When you know someone's not your person, you just know,"
Mhm.
she wasn't his person, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I really don't remember a ton of them in the pods. Did they have like this big connection?
It did not feel the pods felt like such a snap, like,
It's so weird, right?
it didn't feel like anyone had a real deep connection or had deep conversations or
Allie and Anton, I know nothing about them.
just, like, they wanna have babies and she can't do laundry? Yeah.
The only thing I think maybe they were all talking political and they cut all that. I
But
don't know.
they let it go in Washington.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. But she wants answers. He doesn't have them. She wants to know why. Why? This was heartbreaking, especially when he
Yeah.
left and she was sobbing on the floor. Because who amongst us has not been
Oh.
sobbing on the floor, grasping to a bottle of wine, wondering how you
Yeah.
are going to put one foot in front of the other?
It really reminded me of when my ex-husband and I broke up and
Mm-hmm.
just saying, because I did feel completely blindsided by that, and
Mm-hmm.
just,
Same.
"Why? Why? What did
Yeah.
I do? Why? Why? Why?" And I think as women, it's always our fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
are to blame. What did we
Yeah.
do?
Oh,
Yeah.
I 100% thought that my ex-husband left me because I was fat, period. And I
Oh,
mean, it didn't help that he had like this new girlfriend who was like thin and blonde and total opposite of me. And
yeah.
so for a long time, I was in the fetal position on the floor, holding on to that wine bottle of cheap, cheap, sweet, sweet wine.
Oh, yeah.
But she'll get over it. She'll be able to move forward. And this isn't the right guy. And he's done you a favor, honey.
Yes. 'Cause I
He's
feel like a ton of guys are in her DMs now.
Yeah, because he will never be who she wants him to be. He
No.
can't be. He doesn't have it in him right now. In 10 years, maybe, but he does not have it in him right now.
Yeah, he does not need to be in any type he needs to
Mm-mm.
be in some therapy. There is some commitment issue in his life that he needs to work through.
Now, I will tell you that I saw her on an interview with something, of course,
Mhm.
and she said The night before they went no, she said it was right after they went dress and tuck shopping. They went to the bar and a bunch of singles showed up.
Okay, that's the comment she made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that Casey had her hands all over Joe and was like, "Blink, blink, 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 blink," like, looking at
Casey.
him and eyeing him up, and she said, "I was standing there saying how wonderful I felt getting my dress done right in front of all the other guys who
Mhm.
knew that Joe walked out on the tuck shopping, and no one said anything to me."
Oh.
Yep, and she said then he came home and told her he was leaving.
That makes so much sense because she makes that comment. "Was this one of the singles? Was this" and I thought she was talking about the party that they
So
had.
did I, and I was like, he wasn't the only
Yeah,
person he was making inappropriate comments about there was Allie.
yeah, and that
Yeah,
was kind of they were all laughing about it. All the
yeah,
guys kinda were, yeah.
but he was if I were Madison, that would bother me. If he said to me, because he said this to her, that she's not his type, which is
Mm,
code for,
you're too
I'm
big.
not thin enough.
Yeah.
And he was like really drooling over Allie and how hot she looked on that. And I mean, come on, Allie is
Allie's not fair to anyone else.
she's not fair to anybody.
Yeah.
um, I think that I would be really bothered by that. And I wonder if Madison got wind of that.
Yeah.
See it, but I wonder if she got wind of it.
Casey.
Casey, you son of a bitch. Okay, KB and Edmund. Jesus Christ,
Ugh.
you are so exhausting, are they not?
He is exhausting. I love her. Like, I would love to go out to dinner with her. I'd love to
I
be her
agree.
friend.
I
Yeah.
agree. So we pick
Ugh.
up the day after the fight, and they're still fighting.
Every scene they're fighting.
Every scene. And one thing she says is she called him
Mm.
from work because she was running late and they had to go to the Western night. She calls him, asks him to go down to the local store, grab 2 bolo ties. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Go
Yeah.
get McBee. McBee breaking news, by the way, season 3.
Oh.
Oh,
There is a God, he loves
yes,
us.
yes, yes. And seniors going away for 2 years.
Yes,
Yay!
there's justice in the world.
So, now they gotta come up with another $4 million. We're gonna hear a lot about that because he has to pay
Oh,
restitution.
well, I heard that they're gonna be making an announcement about the family business. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, stay tuned. So she said, "I called you and I asked you to do this, and you said no. You
Yeah.
said you had to get your hair cut or something like that." And, she was really pissed off.
I would be too.
And she said, "I came home, I had 20 minutes to get ready. I was rushing around." It sounds like, I could have this wrong. Sounds like Edmund had been home for a lot longer or
Mm,
works from home or was
yes.
home. And she had to do all this rushing around. No,
No,
no, no.
no.
She's already putting in more effort into the relationship than he is. That would be, mm-mm.
And the first thing he says to her when she gets in is, "Do you like my haircut?" He is 12. He is a
There,
12-year-old little boy.
this man does not have the skills to be in an adult relationship.
No.
It's so cringy. It's so, I just feel like it's exploitative in some way. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel, this person needs a lot of therapy.
It does they are not on an even playing field.
Not at all. Not
No.
at all. And you can tell that this may be instinctual or not, but the way she calls him sweetheart all the time, I feel like she is
She's the mom.
infantilizing him. She is
Yes.
putting herself in a mother role with him.
She talks to him like I talk to my sons.
Yes, and you don't wanna raise another like, you don't wanna raise a kid and then have
Mm.
that and then when she's talking about, like, "I wanna make up and I wanna enjoy our life for a year, and then you could shoot up the club because I want a
Oh,
baby and you're gonna be
I
a great
know.
father." No.
No,
No.
no.
No. No. Mm-mm.
She is projecting onto him what she wants him to be, but he is not anywhere close to that.
I I hesitate to say this because there are exceptions, but most of the time, trying to change a man with a baby is not gonna
No.
work
No,
at
no,
all.
no.
At all.
No, no, no.
No, 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 no.
I mean, at
So
that scene when she's talking to him, I think it's that scene, it might be the next one actually. He's looking at different rollerblades while she's trying to have a serious conversation with him.
yeah,
He is not ready for a girlfriend, marriage, or a baby.
he doesn't even know what accountability is.
No.
He doesn't even understand.
Mm-mm.
So now they go snowmobiling, and there's another problem. He's all smiles and sunshine. She's like, so she says something interesting here. She's like, "You're an asshole when the cameras are not around."
I think he's totally different I think he puts it on. He puts Mr. Smiley, Mr. Fun Guy.
I
Yeah.
think for Edmund, that could be born of his childhood trauma. I think he's
Mhm.
had to perform for
Yes.
teachers, for adults in his life. That is very common when you're a child of an alcoholic or a
Yeah.
drug abuser, that is the family's best kept secret, and you have
Yes.
to keep that secret. So I do think that could be a result of that in some way, but
Yeah.
it's like, so in other words, I don't think he's like this evil person
No, no, no.
who's like, I'm acting this way. Like, I don't think he's doing it consciously.
No.
I think
Yeah.
he's just somebody who's always been very aware of cameras, and we hear that even from his mother when she's like, "Don't tell on me, don't tell on me."
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And I can relate to that I grew up in a house where there were like a lot of secrets of not letting
Mhm.
people know what was
Yep.
really going on. And so you always come out with your best foot forward. If I have the nicest outfit, if my hair looks the best, if I'm the funniest, the
Mhm.
smartest, no
Mhm.
one's going to know what's going on here.
100%.
He
100%.
says something in one of their conversations where he's asking her to be nice. And he goes, "Just be nice to me. Just be nice." And he says it about 6 times. And he goes, you can backhand me, but as long as you're nice." And that is everything you need to he is a child of abuse that he needs to work through that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's it I like him as a person, just
I do
not for
too.
her. Yeah.
I do too, and she's dating his potential,
Yeah.
and that will never, I mean, I don't know if they were 20 maybe, but I think, well, how old are they?
I think she's in her later 20s.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like she is light years ahead of him
Yeah.
in maturity and readiness for this. And he's not ready. He's not ready. I agree with you. I don't think he's
Yeah.
a bad guy.
And I feel like
But
she wasted her opportunity with him on the show.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was somebody else in the running for her, wasn't there? And she
Ah,
chose Edmund. I don't know. People will
yeah.
know. They'll come at us and tell us.
Yeah.
So, she says in the car, they
Mm.
told you the theme to your bachelor party's Western, and you started freaking out, saying that they can't force you to do that, and you're not doing this, and you don't want to do it, and you cut me off. And then at one point, I think it's when he's apologizing to her, he says, I should not have told the Uber driver, just
Oh,
talk to me. Don't
yeah.
talk to her, right? Was that it?
Or he tells, like, something along the lines is like, "I'm ignoring her, I'm just gonna talk to you." Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
If s My husband Steve ever did that, the door of that car would have been open and he would have
And
been pushed out.
Michael Peterson style.
Right a staircase.
I have to tell you, Timmy tried to make a staircase joke yesterday. So
Aw.
we're in the woods and we were
Mhm.
looking for mushrooms. We were foraging and we couldn't find any. And we're like, walking on. I'm complaining it's cold and
Yeah.
I'm getting pickers in my shoes. And he goes, come on over here. I want to show you something. He goes, I found this set of stairs over here, or something like that. I found these steps
Aw.
over here. And I'm like, oh, for what? And he's like, I don't know. Somebody just put these steps here. And he was trying to make a joke.
Oh, that's
And
oh, Timmy, how cute. Good
and
try.
I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, like the staircase. I'm like, Timmy, then you should have said a staircase. I thought you meant like, because it is common that we would run into some kind of concrete thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think you're talking about like a 2-step concrete block because those
Yeah.
woods are shared with another person. So I was like, okay. But
Aw,
anyway, I thought it
nice
was real sweet.
try.
He's supportive
Yeah.
of my work. See?
Yeah.
Mhm,
He
mhm.
listens while he's editing.
He's trying to throw me down staircase. Nice guy.
I'm gonna make a note of that.
So, now she's saying, "I cannot force you to grow up." So it's registering to her.
Yeah.
Mhm. And she says, oh God, Becca, I wanted to jump through this television and save this woman because she says, and tell me this is not me when I was younger, I can get over things if you're accountable and you apologize. No, people shouldn't
No.
be hurting you. Don't
No.
say to somebody, you can hurt me as long as you apologize and I'm okay with it. That is
No.
not a standard.
Because
Like,
you've just given them permission to hurt you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that for her.
Mm-mm. I
So
want more for her.
she is an amazing woman. I have
Yeah.
no doubt her DMs are going to be bing, bing, bing.
Oh, and she has some very, very sexy pictures on her
Does she?
Instagram.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Edmund's mother did not approve.
Oh, I
Right.
approve. They're gorgeous. She looks great. She looks amazing.
Do I have to look this up?
Yeah.
Amye and Becca, Google on air.
Everyone loves this.
KB, Love is Blind, Instagram. Okay, let me see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She is stunning.
She's smoking hot. She knows the
Wow.
angles for a good photo.
Wow, this black leather jumpsuit. Holy shit. Wow, why can't I wear that? Oh, right, because I'd be busting out every hole in there.
I think KB needs to relook at this Instagram page and then figure his shit out. Yeah.
Oh my God. She is stunning. Okay. All right. Well, she's going to get a lot of DMs.
She is. Yeah.
So he does the old, I'm sorry you feel that I hurt your feelings. Nope.
That's
Not an apology. Not an apology. And then he says, I'm in a good mood and I'm not apologizing.
Oh, I would have gotten up and walked out of that apartment.
Like a child. I'm sure you've dealt with this with your sons at some point. I have with my daughters where they're like, I did nothing wrong. Yeah. This is teenage behavior. If that might be younger.
Yeah. Like when they would be fighting with each other. I'm not going to say sorry to my brother. I purposely poked him. You know, like,
yes. One of my daughters just called me and was like, oh, I'm fighting with my sister. Let me lay out the case for you. This is the new thing now. They live 250 miles away from each other, but they're still fighting.
Oh, mine too. Yeah.
And they present their cases to me. It's exhausting.
My older son tries to do it nonchalantly, like, oh, have you talked to Maddox? And I'll go, oh, why? And then he'll go in to tell me something that he wronged him by. You know?
Well, I said to my girls, I'm like, you two need to stop policing each other.
Yes.
Stop controlling and watching what the other is doing. Just let each other be alone.
Just let each other live.
So that will be KB's life. If she has children, she's going to be dealing with children and this guy.
Oh, he's not going to be helpful at all.
So he comes home the next day or whatever, and he's got flowers and love buying. Did you notice too, back to the ski resort, when he's sitting down, she goes and gets them hot chocolate. He doesn't say, already. No, I'll do that. She goes and gets hot chocolate, comes over. He won't even help her sit down.
No. And she says, oh, thanks for helping me. He doesn't even say anything.
Because it doesn't even occur to him.
Nope.
It doesn't even occur. He probably has had to spend his life thinking only about his survival, himself. And this is why he needs so much work.
Yes.
And she can't expect somebody to come out of that situation and not have any of the reverberations from it. Or, I'm not saying that he's not fixable and he's stuck in this position for the rest of his life. He just needs more work. That's all.
Yeah.
Like he needs to work on it some more.
I think also it was very telling that she was the one driving the snowmobile.
Yeah.
And he was the one getting to take pictures and have fun.
Yeah.
Because Steve would never let me drive a snowmobile while he was on the back.
Oh, I could only drive.
Oh, you would
I
be
would
the
not
driver?
get on the back. No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No. I would drive and I would be scared the whole time. And Timmy'd be yelling at me, telling me what to do the whole time. We'd have to ride separate snowmobiles.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
So he says, so she falls for this whole thing. She's like, okay, I forgive you. All's forgiven. And he says that he is going to change and blah, blah, blah. And she talks about how he brings out this heightened version of herself. So when they're kind of going back and forth, I want to address this. She says, I'm explosive with you because you know how to push my buttons.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say to her, that is not the right relationship for you.
No, somebody should not take you backwards. They
Mhm.
should be moving you forwards.
I remember when I was breaking up with my first husband, we were in the middle of our divorce and everything, and I was finally kind of coming clean to my sister about like all that had been going on behind the scenes.
Mhm.
And one of the things I kept saying to her is that he would scorch me all the time. And
Mm.
she said to me, like, the person that loves you shouldn't scorch you.
Yeah. That's not
Right.
love. Yeah.
Right. And it was such a weird dynamic. And I always thought, and I've talked about this with Amanda many times, like, if you knew me in that marriage, you would think I was an angry person, but
Yeah.
nobody would describe me that way now.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never ever had some kind of flare up with Timmy or where I had to like scream at him.
Yeah.
Whereas that was a daily occurrence in my first marriage. And it was because and I'm not saying I was an angel. I was probably bringing out the worst in him. He was bringing out the worst in me.
100%.
We
Yeah.
just were, and that's what she's kind of saying here. Like, you keep pressing these buttons
Yeah.
on me and you're turning me into somebody I don't like.
As
And this
somebody I
is,
used to be, like,
yes. And this is why I think she's going to say no, Becca.
she has to. She has to
Mhm.
say no at the altar, and I think that's gonna break his heart, and that makes me sad for him,
I
but
think she's angry though, because, and this is just a theory, okay? In the preview, we hear her say, I think it's her. The truth will come out at the altar. I think she's
Ooh.
gonna maybe read him a little bit for filth about how he acts on camera versus off camera.
Yeah, which is trauma-based too, though. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah, 100%.
mm,
So then they go rollerblading and everything's fine. All's
yeah.
forgiven. Now, did you think she was gonna fall and break her face? Because I did. Because I would have.
I was nervous for her, yeah,
Yeah.
but she
Yikes.
did great.
She did great. Okay, and we're gonna go to, who do you want next? Do you want Anton and Allie or
Yeah,
Sparkle?
let's do Anton and Allie.
Okay, she's another one. Guys, if you're dating your fiance, well, if you're fianceing your fiance, and you already have a problem with their drinking,
It's not gonna get
nope,
better. Nope,
nope, nope,
nope,
nope, nope.
nope, nope, nope.
And we could sit here and we could debate whether or not he has a drinking problem. I can go either way on that. I could be convinced either way. I think
Okay.
we need to start realizing that there's certain behaviors that make it alcoholism and
Mhm.
not necessarily the time of day you're drinking or whatever.
Yes.
But either way, whether
It
he is or not,
it
it is an
triggers her.
issue with her.
Yes.
Yes. Like, I know, Becca, if I ever was dating again, like if Timmy and I could never date somebody who drinks. I just couldn't. It's too much of a trigger for me.
Yeah.
So I just would not do that. And that's where she needs to get to. Something has either happened here with her,
Yeah.
or she's seeing something that she's not 100% telling us. Something is setting off the alarm bells here, and she
Yes.
needs to not be in this relationship.
And I think we need to stop thinking about somebody with a drinking problem as somebody who is falling down drunk.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if you are, this is going to sound very judgmental, but of somebody who is a child of alcoholics,
Mm-hmm.
this is where I feel I'm coming from with that. If you are drinking every day and you
Mm-hmm.
need to drink every day,
Mm-hmm.
there's a problem.
And like, if you can't go without.
Yeah. Or where you're drinking all the alcohol in your house. And that was my mother did this and it was very triggering for me. Like, where's all that wine you just bought? Well, what do you
Yeah.
mean the wine I just bought?
Yeah.
It's in there. It's somewhere. No,
Yep.
you drank it all. Like, how could you drink all that wine?
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's a
yeah.
good indicator, is somebody who doesn't know when to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big indicator. Like, I will literally drink all of the alcohol in the house is a
Yeah.
problem. I will never forget one time I came home from work and I was making dinner and my ex-husband had drank the cooking wine
Oh,
because we had no alcohol in the house.
that's not a wine you drink.
No. And I was like, okay, there's a problem here.
Yeah.
There's a big problem here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like things like that, I feel like if the guy's working third shift and if what he's saying is true that he has a beer or two after working third shift, I don't necessarily see that as a problem,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
But and she also had a problem with Patrick when she thought that Patrick was in their apartment. That was
Was
not.
it Patrick or was it his other friend?
I assumed it was Patrick from the show because now Patrick has made comments on his Instagram about them. "Oh, I thought we only had 3 beers. Oh, no, maybe we had."
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that scene. So she's upset because, according to her, they had a 12 pack of something,
and a
they had a
bottle of tequila.
case of Coors Light,
Yeah,
and they had a bottle of tequila, and it's all gone.
yeah,
And we need an idea of when she bought this.
yeah, and she kinda says, like, "I just had 2 of those," and he goes, "Well, now 3." Like, he's
Mhm.
kinda pushing, "Oh, well, you drank it all. You had the last one." Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
He gets very defensive, which tells me he knows it's a problem.
Yes.
He's heard this before.
Mhm.
And he says, "You live your way, I live mine." And then he throws a dig at her and says, "So is not doing your laundry or cleaning up after yourself just a way you live?"
And she goes, "Yeah, it does. It
Wow.
is. That's how I live." I love that she was like,
You're
"Yeah,
not
that's
doing this to me. Yep. She meets his mother.
Mhm.
And oh wait, before we get there, she says, "Is the tequila gone?" And he goes over and it very performatively looks in the fridge. He knows it's not
He
there.
knows it's
He
gone.
knows it's not there.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't know, it's even worse because that means he doesn't remember drinking it.
Mhm. And tries to be like, "Tequila,
Yeah.
tequila,
And why
hmm."
was she so upset that Patrick was in the apartment?
Yeah, she felt very uncomfortable. It to me watching, it seemed like she was uncomfortable with somebody being in their home.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. And I know there's a lot of people out there have been like kind of looking at the comments. They're like, she's too rigid, blah, blah, blah. This is what's important to her. And I'm
Yeah.
just saying for her, this is not going to work.
I don't think they have the same values.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they do in some things because they both think daycare is for bitches. And I have a real problem with this stance.
Yeah.
The fucking privilege to sit there and be like, I don't want my kids raised by other people. Look, I understand that it is not ideal to have children and have to put them in daycare. But people also have to fucking work and feed those kids.
Yeah.
And there's enough shit in this world that we shame mothers over.
Let's
Not
not
do
do
this.
this.
And why are we only shaming the mothers? The
Yeah.
fathers are putting the kids in daycare too.
And Missy, you're a nurse and you're going to school to get your master's. You're never going to use that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just I just don't like that rhetoric. I'm
No.
not saying they meant anything by it, but it's just that whole I don't want somebody else to raise my kids. I get it.
It had a nasty undertone to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did I quit my job when I had my kids? Yes, because the daycare for twins was going to
Oh,
cost more
gosh.
than I was making.
Yeah.
So it was stupid, and I was just going to get a night job and we would switch off. So, all right, they meet now with Allie's mom and we learn that her sister is not supportive.
No, not at all. And her mom is a 90-day fiance.
Yes, how about
Yes,
that?
I loved it.
So, now the mother starts talking about how you
Oh,
can't go to a bar without your significant other.
yeah.
You never choose your friends over her. She better be home doing laundry and taking care of the kitchen. And
Yes.
even Allie's kind of like, well, we agree. We disagree on some of this. Like,
I
this is a
think
little much.
I think she says, "If you have nothing to do, you find housework to do."
Right. Because this is, you can't have it both ways. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to do the trad wife thing and you don't want to put your kids in daycare, well, then you're also expected, I guess, to do the housework.
I mean, I was a stay-at-home mom for the first 5 years of the boys,
Mhm.
and there was an expectation that my job was the house. Yeah.
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 I stayed home with the girls, but when they were I stayed home full time with them, maybe like 6 months, and then I
Mhm.
went back to school. But once I started adjuncting, they were maybe like 18 months old.
Okay.
They went to daycare 3 days a week. And I thought that was a nice
That's
balance.
a nice balance, yeah.
And my Graham had them the other 2 days.
Oh,
But
that's
like that was what I had to do.
yeah, and
Yeah.
being with your grandma doesn't count.
Right.
Yeah.
Although Oh, the fights I had with that woman, because I would pick them up and they would have, like, bags of M&Ms with them, and they've had brownies, and they've had cake. I'm like, "Graham, please." Oy, oy, oy. So he talks about, so they go for this horse ride, and they sit
Mhm.
by the fire. And I did think it was hot when he, like, lifted her right out
Yeah,
of that carriage. I was
yeah.
like, "Mm." He
Mhm.
is growing on me in terms of hotness.
Yes. I didn't
I
find him very attractive at first, but he is kinda growing on me.
Now I know that, we do not align politically, and he's a
No.
bit of a bro, so that is not
Yes.
for me, but he is very handsome.
Yeah, we're not
I
listening to the same podcasts.
No. I love when he's leaning against the tree with the with the drink in the woods.
Yes. And as a
Oh,
someone who wears glasses, I'm always confused, like, does he need glasses? What is his prescription?
right.
Sometimes he doesn't have them, sometimes he does.
Yeah, he looks like his glasses look like the little old man in Up.
Yes.
That's all I see when he puts those glasses on. So, they have this weird conversation around the campfire where he's like, "Do you sometimes think we're the same person?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
"These 2?
what are they, boring? The same boring person?
I
I
don't
don't
see them being the same person at all, at all."
know. And they say they have all these same values and, like, their thoughts are the same. What thoughts and what values besides you don't want your kids to go to daycare? Like,
I'm so sick of this values conversation. Can we just
yeah.
talk about this for a minute? And this
Yeah.
is probably gonna get anger some people, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I wanna drill down on what you mean by values when people
Yeah.
say, like, good values. Like, what does that mean? Because I feel like
Yes.
it's politically coded in some ways.
Yes, and it's like we both go to church,
Yeah, like, what does it mean? Because
yes,
my values when I was setting out on parenthood was, like, I want my kids to grow up to be kind people. That's it.
100%.
That's it. Just good citizens, kind people who,
Considerate,
yeah,
yeah.
who do good things in the world. That's
But
it.
I think their values mean something different.
That's the vibe I'm getting because we hear a lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. So, he talks about how hard he has worked on himself. And this kind of resonated with me a little bit because he's like, I was at rock bottom, blah, blah, blah. And I always say, like, Timmy and I, when we started dating, we were both not in really good places. Like, I was in a
Yeah.
very bad place after my divorce, had been a couple years out, and he had just spent all of his money and had come back into the
Yeah.
country with no money. We were just in a bad place.
Yeah.
And we literally did have to rebuild ourselves. And so, like, I understood 100% what he was saying.
Yes.
She looked terrified of it.
Yeah.
She's like,
She
"What do you
doesn't
mean rock bottom?"
she seems like somebody to me that was very sheltered.
Yeah.
She's the baby of the family. That's the vibe I'm
Yeah.
getting, at least.
Yep.
And was very sheltered, very taken care of, never had to worry. Like, the lights may have been being turned off, but she didn't know because she had all the
Mhm.
flashlights.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
Becca, look at you. That was a good one.
thanks.
Um,
Once a day, I say something good.
that's not true. Um, she just strikes me as very, like, you don't know what it means to be in a low point in your life and have to kind of rebuild yourself and work on yourself.
I don't
Like,
think she does, though.
I thought it was actually a really good sign. And I want to say something else too. Sometimes people meet somebody or they're put into a circumstance, like, think about Megan and Jordan and Luca, right?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you go into something one way and you do change because of the environment.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that with Timmy. Like, Timmy was just, he never wanted kids. He was like just, traveling around. Da, 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 da. Once we met and I got pregnant, he became like Mr. Responsibility in a
Yeah.
way that I never could have imagined. So it does, I think it does happen. And like, Megan was very, some might say she was very obsessed with money. I said that when I first met her. But she may completely change with the influence of Jordan and Luca in her life. Like, people
Yeah.
do change.
No, Steve was on a much different responsibility level when he and I
Mhm.
first met,
Mhm.
and I straight up said to him, like, "If you wanna be with me, you have to you don't have to change who you are, but I need these 10 things in
Yeah.
a man that
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in a committed, serious
'Cause you had
relationship with.
small children.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know what? He did all those things.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
sometimes you do grow you grow to be with your partner.
Yes, 100%.
I don't think Edmund can grow to be with KB.
No. And I
Yeah,
think sometimes it's very obvious when somebody has no intention of growing to be with you. And
100%.
I don't get that read from Anton.
No.
I think he is somebody who is introspective
Yeah.
and may want to grow with her. 'Cause he
I
even said, like, "I won't drink for a couple weeks to show you that's not
Yeah,
a big thing." And you know what? Maybe it's kind of on the verge of a problem right now, but, like,
yeah.
if he, was I mean, I could tell you with 100% certainty that Timmy's drinking was way more crazy when we started dating because
Oh,
he had no responsibility. He was just, working a job and doing whatever, and, like, it just changed so
yeah,
much, and so that can happen, but you need to be able to, like, read or
yeah.
give that person space to do it and also make sure they're doing it.
I think that Anton is 100% ready to be married and be in that next stage.
He's older too, right?
I don't know if Allie is.
I'm gonna look them up while you're talking.
I think that she's still in, like, my mom's doing my laundry. I think she even said in one of the episodes while she was in school, her only responsibility was school. Her mom did everything else for her. And that's
Yeah.
great, but
Yeah. Oh my god, is that the kind of kids I'm raising?
they're out on their own. They're doing their
They've
laundry
had
in the
jobs since they're
dorm.
14, yes,
Yeah,
okay.
and
So
they're getting jobs, yeah.
yes, Allie is 29.
Is she really?
Yes.
Hmm.
And remember, I think he's like 39. Oh, no, he's 29 too.
Oh, he feels
That
much
can't
older.
be right.
No, he has a much older soul to him.
That can't be right, is it?
29.
Wow. Yeah,
Ooh,
he's 29.
man.
I thought he was like 35.
She seems 24, 25 to me.
He's lived a little bit of a life.
Yes.
And I just think that, and culturally, I think he's probably more mature, more serious,
Yes.
for his age. I don't know. I don't know with these two. What do you think? Like, do you think they're gonna make it? Because he says, I work so hard on myself, and I think people give up on relationships too easily now. And she's like, well, sometimes you got to know when to give up, though.
Yeah.
And he seems real concerned about that.
I just think they're gonna get married.
Okay.
I think they are. Do I think it's gonna be a long-lasting love? No.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate to see her throw him away if she's just so hung up on the fact that he went to strip clubs 4 months ago. He's doing this,
Yeah.
he's doing this. Like, here's the more important question. What has he done since you've been together? And if the
Yeah.
drinking's the problem, like you and I said, and it's not going to work for her, she's going to live a life of how many beers are in the fridge? How many did you have? How many?
She's going to
Just,
become his mother with
yeah,
drinking. Yeah.
back out of it. Okay. Jordan and Sparkle Megan, we see some tension between these two for the first time. A little
Yeah.
bit. So they meet his family, and dad comes up with one of the greatest lines, Becca. I don't know if you caught it. He says, grandchildren are the reward for not killing our teenagers.
I thought it was great. Yes.
Like, Sparkle Dad. Well, it's not Sparkle
Yeah.
Dad. Sparkle Dad is past RIP.
Yeah.
But this is Jordan Dad. That was hilarious, and I loved it so much.
Yes, I loved it too. And I love when they're talking. I think they said something about kissing, and Jordan goes, "No, we're waiting till marriage." And he's like, "Just kidding." Like, I don't know. I loved
Jordan
him.
has a way of, and this is endearing him to me. I know I
Mhm.
said I'm suspicious of him, and I
I'm
am.
still suspicious. Yeah.
Yes. Somebody did write to me though and said because of Luca's diagnosis, like when you have a child that has some sort of difficulty medically, whatever, they are kind of the center of your whole personality. So
Mm.
that could be playing into it here too.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I think the I could be wrong, but the vibe I was kinda getting from Jordan is that he was living wild and crazy, and this baby happened to happen,
Hmm.
and it totally, like, straight and narrowed
Well,
him.
there you go. Like a good example of what we were talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. So they go try on cowboy hats, and she talks about home numerology. Have you done this for your home?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I am kind of into numerology.
tell me what your home numerology is.
My home numerology is 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
How could it be 13? Don't you have to get down to 4?
Well, you add up all the numbers.
Right,
Oh, you
but
don't
then when you're left with the 13, don't you have to make it a 4?
No, because there's a house of 13. 13 is when you're like it can be a little bit troublesome. You have to kinda anchor in.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that how you feel about your house?
No, and I do think that when we first moved in here, we did have to anchor in, and it was a new beginning. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
So where would I see this? See, I'm only seeing 1 through 9.
Oh, no, I went to, like, a numerolo this is my San Francisco-ness coming out.
Oh boy,
I
okay.
did go to, like, a feng shui numerologist to, like, walk through the house, and we put, like, a jar of money in a specific corner and
Oh wow, okay.
yeah,
So
blessed my home.
my house would be a 9, okay?
Mhm.
And that is full circle.
Mm.
Experience, integrity, innate wisdom, connectedness, high standards, charisma, influence, relatable, familiar, ideal for communities, clubs, teams, or support services.
Oh.
The mantra is joy, happiness, and fun are priorities in my life and allow me to feel free. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, the house of 13 is the karmic debt number. So you're like
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay. Yeah, now I see another website where they go up to number 38. So,
yeah. And they say, like, when you're in the house of 13, you're increasing your love experiences to your family, which I
oh,
I do think really happened here.
that's really cute.
It's a house of career, and
Mhm.
so,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
we'll see.
Can I send my girls to live there for a while?
Well, I don't know if it's working on my 2 younger ones.
So they go to this place, they're trying on the cowboy hats, like I said, they're talking
Yep.
about numerology. Jordan's a little I think he's a little put off that she's looking at houses without him,
Yeah.
or is he put off that she's looking at houses and kind of pushing that?
I think I think he's just overwhelmed with buying a house. I mean, he's living in a one-bedroom apartment when his son has the bedroom. So I don't
Right.
know if he was on the "I'm about to buy a house" path.
Right, does he wanna be like, "Let's get through the altar first?"
Yeah.
I mean, so from what we know of her history, she lived in Denver, then she left, moved to LA.
Mhm.
Now she's coming back to Denver. So, like, can she just stay with him for a little bit until they figure this out? Like,
Yeah.
does she need a place to live is my question?
Can't they just find an apartment together and see what it's like to all live together before you get a house?
Yeah. So they're packing to go somewhere and there's this weird tension.
Mm.
And this started at the hat trying thing or the Western place, but it's happening now.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't really want to talk about work. They seem to be she's like, "During the pods, we had all this conversation, all this connection. Now it's like nothing. We've gone from 0 or 100 to 0 or something like that."
Yeah.
And he's saying he's tired, he's frustrated, he doesn't want to talk about work. And then she says, "I'm telling you I need more. I'm telling you to give me more." And he says, "Yeah, but I feel like you do it in an abrasive manner."
I can see that. She is kind of abrasive.
And this is not the first time when she said, "You're irritating me," or "You're annoying me." He has not
Yeah.
forgotten that either. 'Cause that
Mhm.
bothered him, remember?
What does he do again for a job? Do we
He is
know?
a branch service manager, so I'm thinking it's,
With
like,
cars?
either cars or it could be, like, a repair service, like a Roto-Rooter or, something like
Yeah.
that. Electricians, like, some kinda service,
Yeah, and he says he
obviously.
works, like, 12-hour days.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a car dealership.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But he says, "I'm tired." And she's like, "You're always tired. And I don't like using it as an excuse." And then he says, "I need you to be my backbone, not something that makes me more tired."
Yeah.
So you have the classic case here, and this is where it's starting to show of not only do you have the one person who works from home and wants to yip, 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 yip when another adult comes in the house.
I can feel this, yeah.
Yep. Versus somebody who's out yip, 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 yipping all day and wants to come home and for like 35 minutes, just go in the bathroom and play Match Factory where nobody else
Yeah.
can bother him.
Yeah, and she has a lot of time on her hands where she can go and do a lot of things,
Mhm.
and I think she wants somebody who can do those things with her,
Yep.
And he can't because he has a job and he has a son. So any free time, he has to be with his son.
Yep. And she says, like, I worked my ass off to live the life I do right now. I want to be able to go play tennis. I want to be able to go to LA. I want to be able to go to Italy, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, when you have a kid, you can't do these kind of things. He's like, I can't go play tennis with you at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Like, I
Yeah.
have work.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jordan is the type of guy who's ever going to be a kept man.
No.
No. And I'll blame him.
But I also don't think she has enough money to keep him like that, Like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw
I
several
mean,
Gucci bags in that closet, so who knows?
and she's buying like $2 million houses, Becca.
Yeah, I think I just think that they're and I hate we just had a whole conversation about don't use this word, but I don't think their values align. And when I say values, I mean he works, she doesn't work. She doesn't have kids yet. He has that whole vasectomy thing they still have to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not a guarantee. The reversal's not a guarantee that they're going to have children. He already has a child. Like she can get up and go to Italy tomorrow. He can't.
And I think she wants to.
Yes.
And she should have that right. Like when she said that, like I've worked my ass off to get where I am, I was kind of like, she shouldn't have to compromise that then if she doesn't want to. But then you can't have kids.
No.
Because like that's going to change things.
And he said that to her, and he kind of threw that in. I know you have the means to get a nanny, but I don't want a nanny raising my kids.
Yeah, we had more of the daycare shaming, nanny shaming. But there is that this is different though, because she can afford to stay home with her kid if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Right.
And it did look like she was thinking about a lot of the things he was saying.
I think he thinks about a lot of the things that he says because I don't think she's ever had somebody talk to her like this before.
No.
The way she looks at him, she's just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think she's had men. I think she's dated a lot of wealthy men. And when you date wealthy men, that becomes your job. And I think they talk.
I know nothing of what you speak.
And I think they talk to you in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Jordan is actually talking to her, not at her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He is exactly what she needs. Let's just hope she's smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
Because he says to her in the kitchen, because then he like makes some jokes and he cuts the tension and they're better now.
Yeah.
And he kind of says to her, like, you said in the pod you didn't want this to be about money. And all the other guys with all the money didn't give you, like, you chose me.
Yeah.
And I could do all those things with you, but like, I don't have time because I work, because I don't have money, because this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I think he's right. And I think he's going to say no. Hot take.
I think he might say no because I think that their life is too different.
And he keeps saying, I don't want you to have to step down in life to marry me. And that's what I think. Okay, let's go through these people.
Okay.
Now, Anton and Allie.
Where are you on this? I think they're going to get married.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They'll be divorced in 5 years.
Oh, I think even less than that, but yeah.
KB and Edmund. Oh, dear God.
I think she's going to say no at the altar. It's going to be very dramatic.
Ooh, and he'll cry.
Yes.
Okay. Jordan, Sparkle Megan.
Now that you put it in my head, I think Jordan's going to say no.
I influenced you that easily.
You did. Well, putting it all together, I don't think she'll say no.
Do you love how over on Murder She Watched on the staircase coverage, people are now fighting over who they're siding with over you and I?
Yes. I actually think I saw a comment that said, damn you, Libra detectives.
Oh, God. So this is where I stand today.
Okay.
I don't know. 5 minutes from now, I might feel differently. But this is where we are. Okay. So, guys, next week, your episode will be late.
Probably.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I'll be traveling. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it to you. Don't worry. Okay.
And I think they're going to be quick. So maybe it will be a quick podcast, too.
Yeah, exactly.
The weddings are always fast.
Thank you so much, Becca.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.